Hi everybody, my name is Jesse, and I'm lucky enough to have access to this beautiful garden here. We're in Orange County, California. It's March 24th, and well, basically what the goal is here is I'm trying to incorporate permaculture principles, companion planting, basically trying to work with nature to grow food instead of monoculture, pesticides, fertilizers, that sort. Another goal of this is the homeowner wants it to look nice, like a traditional garden, neatly organized. Not, I might prefer to have it look like a field, like nature, but it's not my sensibility, so we're going to make it work for the homeowner's sensibility. So let's show you what we got started here. This is a bed that's been here for a while. And this is a good example of companion planting. We have the artichoke plants. These are perennials. Basically, you just let them grow every year. They produce artichokes at the end of the summer. And you eat those and then chop the whole plant down, because they'll come back. They grow really, really quickly. We've implanted some succulents inside of them. I think these are called hen and chicks. And then in between the succulents and the artichoke, we have these coreopsis plants here, which we have transplanted from this bed next here. It used to be full of coreopsis. But basically the idea of companion planting is planting different plants all around each other. It kind of confuses the bugs not to have all the same plants right next to each other. It also harbors beneficial insects, ladybugs, praying mantis, the bugs that eat your food. And what it also does is creates a living mulch. So if you notice, you can't really see any bare soil in here. It's all greenery, and that shades the soil, keeps the water in the soil instead of drying it out. Like this bed right here, we need to mulch. We sowed these bean plants in here, and so we didn't want to mulch the soil before they sprouted up, because they wouldn't sprout. So now's come the time to mulch this, because you can see the soil is just dry, barren, doesn't look alive. It needs cover. And so what we've done with this bed, this is I've been reading a book on companion planting, and the author describes plant neighborhoods, plant families, and plant neighborhoods. So like this is a tomato and peppers family. We have some tomato plants here, cherry tomatoes. I just transplanted these peppers into this bed from another bed because I felt they would do better here. But they're related plants. They grow well together, and they kind of use the same beneficial neighbors. You have this plant family here, and the way you make a neighborhood is you bring in friend plants, different flowers, different herbs that will host beneficial insects and help everything grow better. Just like it does in nature. You go into a field and you don't see one type of grass or one type of flower like you do at a commercial farm. It's mixed up. So these are the other beds. This is one that we started first. We got a bunch of starters of greens. It's like a mesclun mix, romaine. This is arugula. That's like a chicory, kind of spicy thing. And we have a bok choy over here. It's bolting already. It was kind of a sacrificial plant. The bugs ate that right up. We never really got any, but all the other plants seem to do well. Which is another principle in the companion planting, is sometimes you plant a certain type of vulnerable plant next to your crop, and the bugs will go after it instead of your crop, which helps. But we have kale in here as well. We've charred. These are Brussels sprouts. There's a plane going over constantly. But we mulched this with the same, all this stuff. This was growing in this bed, and there's nothing else in it, so we pulled it all up. We didn't disturb the root structure though. You don't want to till your soil. That's another principle, is you don't ever want to rip your soil all up, expose it all to the air, because you'll kill all the bacteria in there, and that's what makes soil alive, is the bacterial environment. But we pulled all this stuff up to make the bed and mulched with it, the same stuff, to keep the water in the soil, and now it's kind of just grown its own living mulch. This is kind of like a cover crop. I haven't identified it yet, but it seems to be doing a pretty good job because the kale is looking healthy. You know, the chard's looking healthy. It's not getting eaten too much. You're gonna lose some to bugs, but bugs need food. So this is one we started recently. Well, a little bit after the other bed. But see, this is kind of a problem right now because it's in the hot sun. There's no mulch. We didn't have any more. We put a little bit of mulch on there, but it dried up real quick. And so we need to plant some cover crops. It needs some love. This is where I took the peppers out of because I felt like the peppers didn't fit in this. This is like a cabbage family bed. You got the kale, spinach, your lettuces. They're all kind of part of that cabbage family, and so they use the same types of plants. Friend plants, companion plants. This bark was kind of just an emergency thing I did to try to keep some soil moisture, because I had bark. This kind of mulch I had around. One of the principles of permaculture is to use whatever you have present at your land first. You know, whatever you have in abundance. See what you have in abundance. Speaking of, I've noticed over here, next to this fire pit area, there's this tree. Huge tree, these little needle things, and it sheds all the time. So we have a lot of this for mulch, but I need to find out what kind of tree this is and whether or not these are toxic to plants, because a lot of trees have tannins in the leaves. Fruit trees especially, you don't want to mulch with their leaves. So basically that's an introduction. I'm going to be doing more of these, and you'll see how the garden progresses, see what we can make this look like, see how much food we can grow, and have a beautiful space to hang out and enjoy. So, thank you for watching.